fourth that and a fifth that. That's what it is. How can you just like women? Okay, Nana, you said it. Let's address it. Yeah. What do I get back?
Sex. That's it.
I get there every time. When I behave right, I get there every time.
But that's why I said there's no incentive. There's no real incentive for men. But that said, a lot of women will give you the freakiest sex you've had on Valentine's. That is true.
I think I'm sold.
No, it's true anyway.
I think I am sold.
Look, on Valentine's, if you played your game right, anything goes. She'll put on the right clothes. She'll let you do all sorts of craziness. As a matter of fact, you can go more than one round on that night. You could do anything on that day. If you were a good boy. Keyword, if you were a good boy. Now, if you were not.
What if I'm not though?
It could take you a whole month to even just see small Bobby. That would take you a whole month.
And then when
as a matter of fact, the damage control is not worth it.
And then when we get married and we now have kids, it's probably
that one you got control.
It's probably over at that point.
No, that one you got control. Like women hurt more, right? When you get married to them and you start not showing any interest in sex with them. When they are boyfriend, girlfriend, because they hold the cards, then it's a whole different.
I know it's like, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you have to let him work for the cookie.
Yeah, so they claim. But the moment, but this reminds me, like there was a survey in Nigeria, right, recently.
Yeah.
As a matter of, and then your National Office of Stats or whatever they call themselves did a poll in Nigeria.
Okay.
And it's only 34% of adult Nigerians that they surveyed said they use condoms during sex. Right. And we know yesterday a lot of sex will be happening.
Okay, so HIV is like
forget HIV.
STDs.
Anyway. I'm hoping these are with regular partners. But the point I was talking about is more pregnancies anyway. Because we know young people are doing it.
Yeah, well, Ghana went from 10 million to 30 million people under 70 years. So, like, obviously.
Who's talking about Ghana? We're talking about Nigeria. Yeah. And we want to try and find a way to bring Ghana into it.
Ghana is like next door neighbor.
What's that got to do with what's that got to do with the fact that only 34% of Nigerian adults were banging yesterday with condoms?
Do you want me to answer that honestly? Or do you want me to answer that on a scientific level? Like, how do you want me to answer that?
Whichever way you want.
Okay. Well, first of all, it's none of your business. Okay. First of all, it is none of your business. Okay. And second of all, so if 34 people are having protected sex without condom, why is it a problem? Why? I'm asking you the question. Don't keep quiet. Why is it a problem?
My guy, I just told you. We know 16-year-olds are humping.
Yeah.
All the way to 60-year-olds. Of course, teenage pregnancy is going to be a big deal. And Nigeria is already too much anyway. You're already over 200 mil.
Yeah, we want to increase the size. What's your problem? We want to increase the size, my guy. We want to get... and it's Valentine's Day, so...
That's terrible. And the point is, about 45% of them said when they actually, see somebody with a condom, they think you are promiscuous.
That also makes sense, though, right?
How does it make sense?
Think about it. It means you know you must be safe because you're doing something that requires you to know you must be safe, which means you're probably sticking in anywhere you feel like.
How couldn't it be like a form of, family? What's it called? Family planning. Why couldn't it be that even with my wife, I'm not ready for more kids?
Well, women got their own kind of condoms where they put the bands in there, where they do this, where they do that.
What's that thing called? Why is the onus on just the woman to protect or the woman to be there? And the pill is not a great deal, right? The pill is not good for women because if it messes with your hormones and it's really not a good thing.
Yeah,
it actually messes up your chemistry and those kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So in an ideal world, you don't really want your wife or your girlfriend on any pill.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
As a matter of fact, I advocate that. I'm like, don't get your girl on any pill. It's not a good thing. It's not worth it. It's actually a terrible idea to get your girlfriend on a pill. Right. Putting on a condom is the safest. Even though it's not 100%, guaranteed that you're not gonna get pregnant, but it's quite, effective.
But it's not the same though.
And that's where the problem
But
lies.
it's not the same though. Like.
But you were talking about the promiscuous bit.
it's
But
not-
that's why I thought.
No,
I
forget
thought
that.
people saying not the same. That because I remember there's they did a street thing in Ghana where they were asking people, and then one of the women said, Masa, if you are eating sweet, do you eat the sweet with the wrapper?
Oh my God. Why are people like this? Why are people like this? Seriously. Nah, but I don't know. Like,
And it is what it is. That's what I'm saying.
if you're just joining us, people, this is what we're talking about. Is we are basically as men asking, okay, women, why is this thing so important? This Valentine, why is it so important? First of all, you guys didn't create this, okay? The two research that we've done so far on this channel right now, on this live podcast on Ghana Celebrity right now, the first Valentine ever that I was, Nana, I hope you're right, because I'm basically going on this.
This was on BBC.
I hope
People
you're
can go
right.
find
No,
out
that's the
themselves.
second one. The first one from Britannica.
Yeah, but BBC also said the same
Okay.
thing about it, and they even explained it more.
So-
that they put a girl's name into the box,
Yeah.
and then the boys come around, they pull a name out, and then that girl become your girlfriend.
Boy, that's even that's even like that's the day of reckoning. That's the day of reckoning.
And then and then the 14th, because that spring festival was happening in the middle of February.
Yeah.
And then the 14th was the day that Saint Valentine or that priest that was gonna get killed because of marrying people against the empress,
Will.
against the empress will, wrote a love letter to the god's daughter.
Yeah,
so
but
both of them has nothing.
to do with
As
Valentine.
a matter of fact, if anything, we say let us write you a letter but do you want us to go die? As a matter of fact, think about it. If I write you that letter, am I going to die?
So women, according to what you just said, Nana said, and according to what Britannica and BBC have said, why is this day so important to you that you hold us at ransom? That is forcing us, not even a joke, to break up before and make up after. Why? I want some answers, please. Why? Because as far as we're concerned, every day should be Valentine if I love you.
It already is anyway.
No, these women don't know that. Nana. They don't. They believe that day has
What
to
do you mean
be
they don't
very
know
special.
that?
I'm telling you, they don't know that. They believe that they have to be like the day of specialness, where it's like, you must show me your love today. You must show me your love. So why? We just asking this question. If anybody can answer us, preferably, maybe not on air, because we'll have to break it down. But if you want us to break it down, we can do that too also. Just let us know why this day, and wherever it is that you listen to, just let us know. Because you women are already sexy, you pretty, you everything. We already, like, unless maybe a guy that's gay. Because a guy that's gay is not looking at a woman. Like, he's looking at her and appreciating her.
Anyway. Looking at that man.
Well, that's a good point. Do you do Valentines if you gay?
My guy, it's about love. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you know,
Whoever the love is,
so what you buy roses or
they'll do the same thing.
They'll do the same-
Whoever is the male.
So
whoever
who is the male one?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Whoever is the male. It's like lesbians. You always see like one of them is obviously butch, and then they will be doing that. But look, I keep saying this.
please help us out, people. Help us out and tell us what you guys think. Because personally speaking, I'm up for it. But you guys have kind of spoiled this for us now.
Look.
That is becoming more and more more than relevant.
No, the point.
Like, if you want to date a girl, you have to worry about the fact that you need to get at this on Valentine.
It's become almost like a forced situation. So you know that on Valentine's you gotta go do all this nonsense. You gotta go and come up with all these things for this woman. You have to prove this over the board. On top of that, you have to worry about anniversaries, so-called anniversaries.
No, that one you have to worry about. No, that one you have
but
to worry about.
anniversaries can be two.
That one you have to worry about.
Some
You
of
have to
them
worry
worry
about
about
anniversaries.
the anniversary of maybe the first time you get laid, or the first time you said you love them, or whatever the hell it is, or you only started dating. And if you're unfortunate and you get married to them, then you have to worry about the day that you got married. Then you have to worry about their birthdays, and then it's too much, ladies. It is just too much.
Yeah, but if
and
you
on top
do,
of that,
but hold
but
on,
you
if
see-
you do love your girlfriend, your wife, your fiancée, whatever you want to call her, I think those
My
things
guy,
you do
I
naturally.
married you.
Nah.
What else shows more love than that?
Yeah, just because you marry a woman doesn't mean that your affection side for that woman stops.
No,
like
no,
what
no,
is it?
no,
You
no,
want
you are
the price
saying
is
it-
over? Look at this guy. I'm trying to advocate for us. You're trying to make us look bad because you married is over. It's okay. Let's go home. Like, I pay for your back price. What more do you want? I am broke.
I've given you the ultimate.
I am broke. Okay, like it's over for me.
Look.
What more do you want? My woman. My woman. My everything. What more do you want? What more? I've done everything I can do.
As
It's
that video
over.
said, if I tell you I love you,
My money, now you're old.
he said my money, now your own. What else do you want? All I'm saying is this.
You know. There's some women where you give them everything.
This you want to.
And you hear the thing like, but you don't say you love me. Like,
You see, that's what I'm saying.
I just want to hear you say you love, lady. Seriously, like,
Why did you return your car? Why did you not return your car?
Like, if I say I love you and I don't give you all this stuff, is that okay? I wish we could get a woman on this show. I want to hear what women think.
Even the worst one here. The worst one is you be out here,